Hi everyone, this is Sampada and welcome to my channel Scrap Me Collection. So today I'm going to teach you how to make vertical stair step card, and this is the sheet that I'm going to use. I've already taken the measurement and cut it, but I'll explain you on some other sheet how to do it. So this is the paper pack that I am going to use. It is Romantic Roses from Dress My Craft, and I just love the elements of this paper pack. Actually, the elements from the paper pack have given me the idea, of making this card. So you can see this paper having this beautiful dresser and this glass jar having bouquet in it, the books, the pearl necklace over here, and you can also see the frames on top. So all these elements are going to be used in our card. And if you'll see the card also, it gives you a look of a wall of a room having stairs going up. So the brick on the background is also going to give a nice effect to the card. And let me just show you which paper I have used. So this is the paper that you need to take out, and we are going to do the work on it. But because I have already cut this. The reason why I am not explaining on this paper, because you can see the lines, the gray lines and the wooden kind of look on this paper. The design is as such that if I'll make the pencil marks, because I have to erase the marks later on, so if I'll make the pencil marks, it will not be clearly visible to you. So I have decided not to explain on this paper. I'm going to explain on a white sheet, but you have to do this process in this paper. All right, just to make you understand, just to make it properly visible to you in the camera, I am going to explain on a white cardstock. So if you are using a white cardstocks, then make sure you are using either 160 or 200 GSM or 220 GSM. 250 GSM is also fine, but not more than 250 GSM, all right, because this sheet is also going to be part of the card. So I just suggest you to either go for 200, 220 or 250 GSM of the white cardstock. All right. Okay, so I have taken a 9 cross 12 inch of sheet, and you need a ruler, a pencil and an eraser to do the measurement process. You don't need to have the trimmer. You don't need to use the trimmer in this step. Okay, actually you don't need to use the trimmer in this whole card making process. You just need to have your paper knife, ruler, pencil and eraser. Okay, so I am going to start the measurement by taking a reference line which will start from 2.5. So keeping your ruler like this, taking the inch side, I am going to make a mark at 2.5. All right. So let me just show you this card. So you can see this much was 2.5, and after that I had done the measurement. And the basic idea of starting like this is because you can see a window over here. All right, so this, I wanted this window to be clearly visible, and also it should give a feel of a wall of a room. So the there should not, it should not look that there is only window on the wall, and that is why I have kept some space below the window as well. So this is the window which is taking quite big space on this card. And then the element that I'm going to use, the on the left side, the element which I'm going to use on the left side is also big in size. All right, so the dresser which you can which you'll be seeing in this process, let me just show you the dresser. So the dresser which I'm going to place here also is having a big size. So just to play with the symmetry, just to play with the elements, and at the same time it should not look odd also. So the window is taking that much of a space, the dresser is taking that much of a space, so I needed some space below the window, and I needed same kind of a space above the element, just to make it diagonally very symmetrical. All right, so this is overall giving a wall kind of a look of a room, having the stairs, the windows, the dressers, some pots, some paintings. So that is why I have taken a 9 cross 12 inch of paper, and this is my basic idea of taking this size. You can also increase or reduce the size of the paper accordingly. All right, so starting from here, I am going to first make a mark at 2.5 inch. So I'm just making one more mark at 2.5 so that we can make a straight line vertically. So I'm just zooming in the camera so you can clearly see the measurements now. Okay, I think this is quite fine and is clearly visible also. So I have made a straight line at the 2.5 inch reference. So now all the measurements are going to be in reference to this line. So let me just take this as a starting point now. So this line is going to be the starting point. I have made a mark at 1.5 inch. Okay, and now keeping the paper vertically. So let me just turn around the paper and keeping it vertically and making this line till the end. We have to take 1.5 markings on this line. Okay, so this is 1.5, this is 3 inch, this is 4.5, this is 6 inch, then 7.5, and then the 9th inch. Okay, so every part is 1.5 inch. Now from these points I'm going to make a straight line. These are just reference lines. Okay, so you will understand later why I have made this. So these are all the reference lines so that our further markings will be easily done. And please do not use very dark lines. Okay, try to use the pencil very lightly because anyway we are going to erase all these markings. Okay, now you can see this 1.5 inch of mark which we have made earlier. I am going to make a straight line like this. Okay, so you can see the first block we have got, and now I'm going to explain you how we are going to do further marking. So you can see every part is 1.5 inch. All right, now we have to divide it in two parts. That will be 3/4 inch. So the half of 1.5 is 3/4 inch. That's easy to understand, I hope. Now I am going to take half of this 1.5. Okay, so the middle point, take the middle point, that will be 3/4 inch. I'm explaining this in very much detail. Okay, I'm not talking very fast also so that it will be easy for you to understand. And then this middle point, okay, this middle point, that was 3/4 inch. Okay, so this whole thing was 1.5. Okay, half of that is 3/4. All right, now this middle point is going to be the starting point for us. Okay, so starting from here we are going to make a mark at 1.5 inch. Okay, so with just two readings you have to do the things: 1.5 inch, 3/4 inch. Now make the straight line like this and erase this part. We don't need it now. So try to make a straight line. All right, so this was our first step. This is going to be the second step. Okay, and erase all the left lines, all the lines that are on left sides. Now take this step. Now first we have considered this first step, taking the middle point, that is the 3/4 inch, starting from here, not from here, starting from here it is the 3/4 inch. Taking that 3/4 inch as the 0, we are going to make 1.5 till here. Okay, make a straight line. Okay, and this will become second step. Now taking the second step's middle point, so this is the second step. Middle point of second step is this, that is the 3/4 inch. Now we'll take this as the starting point, this as 0, mark till 1.5. all right, and make a straight line like this and a straight line like this. Alright, this is our third step. Now we need to erase this. Okay, erase this. Now take the third step and take the middle point of third step, and this is the middle point. Alright, then starting from the middle point of the third step, that is this one, take it as a starting point. Again mark at 1.5 inch like this, and then make a straight line like this. Alright, make sure you make straight lines. Alright, like this, and this is going to be our fourth step. Now I'm going to erase this also. We don't need it now. And then taking your fourth step, take the middle point first. This is the middle point. Take this middle point as a starting point, mark at 1.5 and connect these two lines. So it's very simple to understand. You can even take 1 inch if your paper is a small. Okay, this is the big size of paper, like 9 cross 12 inches. So we are going to take 1.5 inch, because in this size of paper, if you will make, we'll take the measurement base as 1 inch. Suppose this is also 1 inch, this is also 1 inch. Then the stairs will be, too many stairs will be there first of all, and then it will not look good. Okay, so according to the size of the paper, you can increase and decrease the size of the steps you're going to take. All right, so just make sure it should be in a square. Like this one is also 1.5 inch, this one is also 1.5 inch. Now I'm going to take the middle point of this fifth step. So taking the middle point over here and taking this middle point as the starting point, I'm going to mark at 1.5 inch, and then this is going to connect here like this. Alright, now delete this, or we can say erase this. Alright, so erase this also, the extra lines that are coming out. We just need our steps. Okay, so this is how it goes. Okay, let me just show you here. So you can see the first step. Okay, from the middle point we had made another step. From this middle point we had made another step of 1.5 and 1.5 inch. So initially we have divided this line, the 2.5 inch line, in 1.5 inches. Then you have to keep like this. Starting from this line, you have to make 1.5 inch, make a square over here. All right, then take the middle point of this step. Okay, from this middle point you have again mark till 1.5 inch. So this should be 1.5 inch, this area, not this area. So if I'm saying that mark at 1.5 inch, so it is not, it doesn't mean that it is going to start from here. It is going to start from the middle point of the first step. Okay, then again you have got the second step. From the second step middle point, okay, starting from here you have to mark 1.5 inch. That is going to make third step, and similarly you have to make fourth step, fifth step, and this one is going to be the sixth step. All right, let me take my cutting mat. Okay, so this is my cutting mat, and now what I need to do is we have to make all these horizontal lines cut. We have to make cut on all the horizontal lines, not on the vertical lines. Okay, that is why I have erased all the extra lines, because we don't need that. Just from there till there, from there till there, from here till here. Okay, so take your paper knife, take your ruler. All right, and then keeping it here, I am going to make a straight line, straight cut. sure every cut is there, so you have to just make sure. Alright, now you take your scoreboard and all you need to do is to score all the vertical lines. Alright. Our score line is done, cutting is done. We have to erase all this pencil marks. Now the first score line is going to be mountain, the second score line is going to be the valley. So what you need to do is this and this, this and this. First score line is going to be the mountain, second is going to be the valley. Mountain, valley. Mountain, the second is going to be valley. Now you have to hold it like this and hold it like this. Alright, so you can see we have got a nice fold over here. So this is how it is going to, so this is how I hope and this is how you have to do. I've just shown you on the white side because then the readings will be easy for you to see. Alright, so this was the demo paper and this was the actual paper on which you have to do the same thing. So what I'm going to do is, because I've got this one also, I've got this one also, so I'm going to attach these two papers to make this card more and more sturdy, because the single card is like this, but having a back on this paper is going to make it more sturdy. Okay, alright, so this is how I have to paste this. All the stairs will be pasted like this and this is how it goes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this one because I have to close it also, so I'm going to use magnets here and here. Okay, so this is how it goes. Now I have to paste this sheet over here. Alright, like this. So this is how it is going to open. Okay, like this. It's going to look like this.